Topic I will be covering will be concerning evangelical Christians' abstinence. Many people are under the impression that abstinence actually works with evangelical teens. Actually, recent studies have actually proven the exact opposite. According to EdHealth data, evangelical teenagers are more sexually active than Mormons, mainline Protestants, and Jews. On average, white Protestants make their sexual debut, use festive term of social science research, shortly after turning 16. Among major religious groups, only black Protestants begin having sex earlier. Now, all this information comes from a comprehensive study of teen behavior and attitudes done by Mark Regenius, a sociologist at the University of Texas at Austin. Now, he says, sadly, I don't think any of this will matter the least bit. The horrible fact is that for many of their abstinence until marriage agenda is less about achieving any particular social goals and more about using schools and other institutions to promote their religion, so long as their religious ideology is promoted. These programs are a success. Even if teen pregnancies, abortions, and birth rates increase. Now, also, there's another proof that shows that the red states of the Bible Belt have higher rates of teenage pregnancy, higher rates of abortion, higher rates of teen parenthood than blue states of the Northeast and Mid Atlantic. Evangelical teens raised in the so called moral atmosphere of repressed sexuality say they believe in abstinence until marriage, but they are sexually active and have more sex for the first time at a younger age when compared to teens of other religions. So, what is the problem? The problem is that these teenagers are not following true abstinence. True abstinence is what Jews practice. Now, one of the ways to make a successful abstinence of abstaining from sex or intimacy, as is the correct term to be used, intimacy, um, is first of all avoiding touching a person of another sex physically. This includes handshakes, hugs, kisses. That shouldn't be done. Secondly, there's a concept called, now the first concept which I mentioned, which is not allowed to touch a woman or anything at all of that matter, is called shomer negia, guarding touch. Now, doing this would create a barrier, first of all, to not even go near a girl to touch them. Secondly, Yahud, Yehidus, which is not being alone with a girl for a long period of time. This is another thing. If this was done, there wouldn't be the issue that we have today with the evangelical Christians. Lastly, tznius, modesty, dressing properly. If women were to wear sleeves up to their arms and skirts that go up down to their knees, they would be dressing modestly so men wouldn't look at them in such lustful ways. Through the protection of shomer negia, guarding touch of opposite sex, they would not even dare to even go near a person to even touch them, so it wouldn't even occur in their mind to even have intimate relations with the other sex. And finally, not being able to be with a person for a long period of time of the opposite sex also would completely turn it on its head, and also the ability to have boyfriends and girlfriends to be cut off. People should not be having boyfriends and girlfriends until they're actually serious and looking for marriage. Because of all these things that evangelicals have not done, they face the epidemic of higher abortions, higher teen pregnancies, and higher instances of having unplanned pregnancies. Now, abstinence is very important, but you have to follow certain guidelines. The whole idea of a purity ring has not worked at all. It's just like anything else. You have to be taught from a very young age to not go near someone, to guard your touch, to not be around a girl for so long, to dress modestly. All these things are real protections that will keep you in line from having intimate relations at a young age. If one were to follow this, they would be on the right path of righteousness and would be able to abstain. So I would ask as a challenge any evangelical Christian or any any person in general watching this video, if you truly care about being able to abstain from sex, the last things I've said, practice them, and you'll see that you becoming intimate with someone else before marriage will not happen for a very, very long time until marriage. Thank you.